All right, so let's take a look at this chandelier here. And if we just kind of phrase it and try to understand God's love for us and salvation, I think it's just as plain as simple as we don't know that the light works now, right? But when we ask God to come into our life, it's like turning on this light switch, and then the light becomes very clear. It shines. It adds light to a different room. And the light lasts as long as we allow that switch to be on, outside of obviously the obvious of the light just dying. But I think in terms of just understanding the power of that light and God and His love for us is just us having the ability to walk up to that switch, turn it on, in which we ask God to come into our life, and the light shines and the light just continues to shine. If we look at this picture here, we see a nice scene of nice scenery, of nice life. We see green, we see doors open, we see windows, we see it looks like there's water on the ground. And I think if we put that in perspective of God's love for us and how He comes into our life, it's just the beauty of what He's capable of creating when we're able to see through His lens and see through His eyes. Also, if we take a look at this table, this table is withstanding and it's holding things that we put on it. I think if we did not have faith that it would hold up, we wouldn't put things on it. But I think at the end of the day, we believe and we understand. One is because we can see. That's because God has allowed us to see that there's legs there that's allowing us to have faith in us putting it on there. And so when we put our Bibles and we put our things on this table, we have faith that it's going to hold up based on what God is allowing us to see through the legs on this table and His salvation and His love for us. It holds up because we have that belief. Let's also look at the door. I think in terms of God's love for us and God and us understanding God, I think the faith is we come to God and we have faith and we believe and we knock on the door and we turn the knob and we walk in and be invited into His kingdom, into His salvation for us. And He loves us, He embraces us, but that will not happen if we do not, one, knock on the door, or two, turn the knob to walk into the door, walk into His life, and walk into His loving arms. If you take this fireplace is a great example of we can't see the fuel in terms of the gases, but we know that with one spark, we understand, and that spark can be God coming into our life, God showing us, or something that's happened in our life that allows that spark to happen. And with that spark and with the things that we're incapable of seeing, like the fumes from this gas, there's a fire, and that fire continues to burn, and that fire can be a representation of God's love for us burning